Hello and welcome to Wandering Monster, America's test table, or as John likes to say it, America's stress test table. Something like that. And welcome to a very special edition of this evening's programming, as John will actually be stress testing his own game, or rather, we're going to stress John out a whole lot. So what you're going to be getting is a exclusive sneak peek of Morkkabeans 1-1, which is part of Zine Quest 4, that Mad Dash collaboration of all kinds of zines for all kinds of different games. And not only has it already successfully funded, but it's crushed several stretch goals. So if you haven't already discovered it, we will send you the links on our various social media platforms so you can check it out and help us crush the last one. How's that for an intro there? Am I flattering you enough? We have not only, and John is also award-winning, so he's got a good product.
Yeah,
it's really great.
That's
a charming smile.
It's good product.
It is good product sometimes.
It's a good stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't we go over into the game screen, and why don't you
add source? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. We had a weird audio malfunction at the top of the show, and then it has carried over into this part of the show. But we're here now. We're back. Yes, Morkkabeans. This is the first official Madness Heart Games Kickstarter project where we are attempting to. We could make this game out of pocket, right? We could do all those things as we have normally done using free art and kind of AI generated stuff, but I really wanted to do more than that with this game. I wanted to do as much as possible to include as many creators from the Mork Borg community as possible, including people like Old Raging Barbarian, Billy Blue, Warclaw, all those guys, Rugos Khan as well. So we're doing a Kickstarter, and as Ian mentioned, we have smashed through a bunch of our stretch goals, which is amazing. But we have more. But wait, there's more. If you donate, $20 to $30 now, we'll include Charles in a bikini to come to your house and wash your car.
And I really fill one out. So yeah.
And if you go for the $50 Bear of Lesser Names level, I will send both of Charles's in identical bikinis to make out on your car.
Okay. To be fair, my bikini, while it does match the outside, it's lined like fur.
Ooh,
so,
yeah, it does sound comfortable.
That sounds nice.
Maybe there's time for me to fur line mine.
I just want y'all to know, I hope y'all aren't going to come to Texas in fur-lined bikinis, because that sounds miserable.
But then I have to get my summer bikini out.
We are going to be playing Mork Borg. We are going to be playing Mork Borg to run these guys through a dungeon that is part of this adventure called the Tower of Tongues. So, before I set the stage, let me set the stage and then you guys can introduce yourselves. You are part of a small cult, a small community who lives together and worships a god of names, a sometimes cruel god, but, you take your gods where you can get them, and this one's yours by god damn it.
He's going to smite you for that.
There might be some smiting before the end of this.
With his many tongues.
You'll have all kind of lived your life, not necessarily peacefully, but minding your own business for the most part. The problem is that the desert in which you live is very rich in resources, which has, over the course of your existence, caused you to come butt heads with other tribes, other cults, and of course the Church of the Two-Headed Basilisks. With the end days upon you, with the miseries occurring, the Church of the Two-Headed Basilisk has decided that enough is enough and no heresy may be allowed to continue. They have sent their warriors, their armies, against your people. Luckily for you, your main town and fortress is located on the top of a plateau, the plateau of Masada, and you have been able to kind of wage a guerrilla war and a war against their forces for quite a while, but unfortunately, it ain't gonna last. They're at the barricades. The wolves are at the walls, and the walls are tumbling down. There is only one hope for you. At the edge of the plateau, on the far edge, there is me scrolling up in this document. There we go. The Tower of Tongues is a monument to hubris. Built by people long before the tribe of names moved onto the plateau, it once stretched into the atmosphere, a questing tendril to reach the heavens and pull down answers from the gods. The gods, it turned out, had no answer but violence. Struck down and cursed, the tower stands on the western edge of the plateau, overlooking Hamodiel's Valley, a mere fraction of its former height. The place is considered both sacred and profane by your tribe. It has stood unmolested for centuries, its secrets, traps, and terrors held in stasis by the barred doors, tempting, warning, and waiting. However, according to your tribe's traditions, there is a weapon within the tower. The tower stands 8 stories tall, 9 if you count the chamber that floats high above the rest of the tower. As it collapsed, the topmost floor remained in place. On the far side of the tower, opposite the door, 100 or more stories of rubble toppled down, stretch over the horizon of the desert. Scavengers have had their way with it, and now only the part of the tower that is standing holds any promise for you all. As I said, the church, the inquisitors, the inquisitorial army is at the doors of your plateau. You can't hold them off much longer. And the only real recourse is finding a weapon strong enough to drive them off. With that in mind, go ahead and introduce your characters.
All right. I'll start things off. I am Brahm the Fleabringer. I am lousy with fleas, no pun intended, although those are lice, not fleas. Armor full of fleas, my belongings, my small dog, everything just crawling with fleas. They jump in and out of my mouth when I talk. It's real gross. My class is what is it, sacrilegious songbird?
Yes.
I had a fateful exchange with an entity that prefers to remain unnamed near an outhouse one night, and came away from it with a bizarre charisma, a bizarre anti-charisma, and a horn that can fill people up with seawater. So, yeah, that's me.
That's a pretty cool horn.
Yeah. I guess I'll go. So, Ditharm? Is that correct? How are we pronouncing that?
We're pronouncing that however you pronounce it. Your character was created using the Scumbirther on Morkborg.com.
Oh, excellent. All right, so Melvin. No, it's Vitharm. Vitharm feels right. Vitharm is a fascinating little guy. Doesn't keep a lot of friends around except for the 30 of them in his mouth. Sharp teeth that he uses to bite everything, like a dog that's teething but more violent. I don't trust people who walk on 4 legs was in there as well. Yeah.
So I'll be playing Tofi Eskman, one of the exclusive classes that will be in this book, or Merciless McGee. I am a broken storyteller bowed over by the weight of too many stories and too many miseries to keep myself fully upright and fully sane. I am one of the few people who have met the Dragon Bell and heard his bleak tale of terror and pain from his lips, adding to my litany of woes and things that have brought me to the brink.
Impressive.
So the Merciless Magid is actually situated directly under Ian on our overlay here. And fun story, I should have moved myself over there, but my life is panic, so I didn't think of it.
You just got a big version of me.
Yeah, it's just imagine.
Little did you know the final boss was me.
I once read a comic strip in which someone was challenging, like, someone was going to Iron Kitchen to challenge the Iron Chefs. It was like, point at the chef you wish to challenge. I challenge you, Alton. Oh, you fool. And he rips off his shirt. He's all, like, muscle bound and pierced nipples and tattoos.
It's like the end of whatever that show's called, Ichi the Killer. Yeah.
Ichi. Is it E.T.? Ichi? Ichi?
Itchy? I don't know.
So
That
weird,
guy.
I got a big version of me. I'm not a small cube.
I will turn this.
You're gonna turn this car around, Dad?
Hold on. I'm gonna confuse everyone. Unlock.
What's happening?
Aha!
The locks are opening.
Oh,
The seals are opening.
Wait, why can't my? Oh,
They've
I'm too powerful.
Aha! Behold!
He is the final boss.
Oh, now where's Ian? I need to rescue Ian. There we go.
Oh,
I should probably make Ian's face smaller. There we go. Oh,
So
no.
make all of our
I'm
faces
John.
bigger to match.
There. Okay.
Hard
now
pass
that,
on that for me.
now that my ego is satiated, for
Okay.
now, so the three of you, the high priest of the high priest of names has gathered you together and said, "Okay, look, if we don't find something to drive these invaders off, our way of life, our existence will be wiped out in service of the heresy of those monsters. You must go under the tower and find something, anything, to destroy our enemies."
I'm down. I mean, that sounds cool.
It's the only way.
I mean, we're pretty much about to be overrun by, an army, and in what I've read, that's generally not a good thing. So this army stopping weapon would be a plus.
So is there a back door that we can take? That we can slip out unseen to the enemy?
There is not a back door in which you can just flee the city. You will need to so the tower itself is on the plateau, on the edge of the plateau, as are you. So you don't have to get past the enemy to get to it.
Okay.
Were you asking if? Oh, I thought you were asking if it has a back door.
Oh, I thought that the tower was outside of our.
Yeah.
Yeah.
encampment.
No. Yeah.
There will be,
Okay.
because we've hit the stretch goals, there will be beautiful maps detailing the plateau and the tower, and it will be very easy for future people to see these things. Unfortunately, Rugus was busy at Gen Con along with two of the assholes on this stream. Ergo, he has not drawn these wonderful maps yet.
We'll get to it. All right.
Yes.
What about our toothy friend? Are you into this, toothy?
Yeah.
That's very unsettling. Like, from an audio perspective, I like that. That's great.
I have my new
When your-
ringtone.
When your teeth do that, are you clapping or is that menacing? Like, what are your teeth telling us?
I'll talk for
I
them.
can't- I
It's
can't tell
fine.
it. All right.
This is the beginning of a new story.
Y'all are able to gather up what you need to gather, and make your way over to the front doors of the tower.
Got my flea blanket. Got my dog. I'm ready.
Just gonna say, as we're making our way through the throng and getting ourselves all pumped up, I'm going to surreptitiously, or maybe not surreptitious at all, I'm just going to take out my sack of Havdalah spices, and I will promptly snort them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boogers. 1 hour.
1 hour. All right. Well, that'll get you halfway there.
What do they taste or smell like?
They taste like savory spices. Clove is popular. But yeah, savory, delicious spices. Probably tastier than most of the food you eat, honestly. Like
garlic, salt, dill,
MSG,
all the stuff you want to put up your nose.
Yeah. It's straight MSG.
It's the snuff tobacco that you snort and MSG just mixed together with a little bit of cinnamon.
It's actually Michael Jordan's sweat.
I had a friend who tried to become a snuff person, and it did not go well. Like snuff is pretty hardcore, as it turns out.
My backlog of time as a tobacconist, it is not 100% pleasant, but damn, is that nicotine kick instant and intense.
Trachea, to explain, I was supposed to fix our overlay, but instead I took a shower and cried for a while. But Ian and I have switched places and roles for the evening. Our names have not actually switched. Oh my God, Lemons has joined us.
Hey, Lemons!
Lemons is real and has joined
us. The mythical
us.
Lemons.
There's no one in the chat. I can't read.
Don't gaslight me, Patchkey.
So if you said it takes like 2 hours to get to the Tower of Tongues, which sounds completely
No, it's right there. Y'all are like right there.
Oh, okay. All right, because with the spices, you said with an hour, that'll get you halfway there. And
I meant they'll get us halfway through the night.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, let's get out that. Well, okay. You said the front entrance is barred, right?
Yeah, there's a simple wooden crossbar. It is dry rot. Doesn't look like it could keep anything in or out. But frankly, like there's so much like reverence and like fear surrounding the tower that over the centuries no one's bothered to just like lift the bar or push it gently down and break it in half.
Oh, if you can do it gently, I'll go ahead and do that. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna squish and
yeah, it crumbles to splinters.
Let it collapse like a souffle.
Yep. And two wooden doors with like iron rivets stand in front of you, but they're not locked or barred or anything.
Who wants
Honey, we're home.
Grandma. See, this is why I don't normally run, is because I am apt to jump into King Diamond lyrics.
Excellent. Which of us can soak up the most punishment?
I've got 4 hit points.
Yeah, I've only got 2.
All right, then I'll do it, and I'll just.
You don't have any armor, though. I just want to remind you that you are wearing.
I'm gonna just kick open the door.
John doesn't have any armor, Ian?
Yeah, John isn't wearing any armor.
Okay, thank you, Ian.
I'm gonna fight all of you.
I'm sorry.
Wait, is this what it feels like to be Ian? This is awful.
Right? Why do you think I'm just constantly drinking when I'm running the podcast?
Oh no. 1 second. Wife. Oh,
superior husbanding skills, right there.
Love, would you grab my drink from the fridge, please?
Aww.
I'll do that little dance you like. Not on camera, obviously.
Oh, that's the one where he takes his pants off?
Wait, are there other dances out there?
Well, There is a place in France, or so I've heard, where
There's a
John
Coke in
Baltisberger dances. There's a
Oh
place
yeah.
in France
Ow!
where Johnny
I'm
Baltisberger
showing off my
hands.
Mork Borg Monday shirt,
Yeah,
which you can buy for yourself. I mean,
That's
not my
dope.
shirt. You can buy a different shirt that has the
Yeah.
same stuff on it. Okay.
No, I want to buy that shirt. I also want to keep it at your house.
I
I just want to
appreciate
have ownership of your shirt.
Was my shirt an NFT?
Yeah.
he's investing in futures.
Okay.
All right. So,
Enough.
was I hearing that our Surly McGee, Surly McGee,
Your
You
was
guys
going to-
were-
storyteller kicks open the door.
You guys were, quibbling about this, and time's a wasted, and our people are being destroyed.
yeah. Come on.
So, this room, this first floor, is mostly empty, plain stone, no decoration. There's a spiral staircase sitting at the back end of the room. It's an antechamber, and as you kind of look around, you notice that there are 7 and 2 scholars splayed around the room in various levels of desiccation.
That's 9 scholars, right?
Yeah,
I
it
just wanna
is.
check my math. Okay.
Yeah. No. Look, hey, when you want to sound mystical, if you want to sound occult, you say numbers and parts like that. Like, don't act like you haven't read enough occult books to know that.
Speaking of
that's-
the,
Go ahead.
Speaking of the occult, I'm going to go ahead and whip out my knife and pour a bead of oil across it and read the ripples, as aka
Ooh.
the scroll of law, Prince of Oil, and I passed my presence check.
Okay, can I finish describing the room first?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. There are 9 bodies, as Charles pointed out, and the ones that still have any flesh on their face, you see clear signs of like burn damage around the eyes and mouth, and the skulls are blackened again around the various orifici. Most of them look fresh. Like, they don't look like they've sat here for hundreds of years, but they are here. Okay, now would you like to go ahead and use your past presence roll?
Oh, yes, apologies. So I've got a 16 and a DC 10.
Okay.
So trying to figure out what the nature or the closest proximity of what these traps might be, as we have known this through myth handed down.
Well, yes, but if you're using your scroll, you must ask me a yes or no question.
Oh, it is yes or no. Pardons. I expected allegory. Are the traps activated by footfalls?
Every path winds and goes by foot, but danger comes at sound, and oh my god, the word I'm looking for, it's right there. But danger comes at sound and interference.
In a hushed tone, I will warn my compatriots that they keep quiet, keep observant, and not to meddle with things they're not supposed to. And I keep a very close look at the snapping teeth one over here.
What you guys see is Tofir pull out his knife, drench it in some blade oil, and then mutter to it. Something speaks from the knife. You see tendrils of kind of sapphire blue smoke rise from it, as if grasping for him before being sucked back in, and then the blade goes dull before he tells you to shut your goddamn traps.
Neat. Okay. So I will be quiet, and I'm going to even take the precaution of wrapping my flea-bitten dog in my flea-filled blanket, so that if the little guy barks, not like suffocate it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
Bjorning the dog?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm fully
Okay.
Bjorning the dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
As
tried
is
to
only
Bjorn
natural
Brick.
and right.
I tried to Bjorn Beans. She was not having it. I was bit many times.
So I'm a Braum with a Bjorn.
I love it.
All right, and I'm gonna let our knife whispering friend take the lead because that was dope. I respect magic when I see it, and being a fellow dabbler, and obviously I am outclassed. So
Then, with the remaining blade oil, I will anoint my friends and myself and make whatever appetitive gesture needs to be done in this place as both profane and sacred.
Okay.
So as far as the room goes, is it just what are the exits like?
So there's the opening before you and a spiral staircase leading up on the far end past all the dead bodies.
All right, I'll go up the stairs.
Yep, I'm gonna follow. I'm assuming that Toothy can keep the teeth quiet for just 1 second. Yeah, that was a quiet click. Okay.
All right. Tofir, would you roll me a d8?
Three.
Lovely. As you come into the next room, this is interesting. Okay. As you come into the next room, you find yourself emerging into a massive gilded temple. This is a place dedicated to decadence, and it is far, far larger than the room you just left. There's gold and treasure lying everywhere amongst the towering marble pillars that lead up to a domed ceiling painted in jewels and precious metals. Murals depicting beings with thousands of eyes are engaged in terrifying acts of lustful debauchery decorating the walls. Here, there are more dead bodies scattered around the temple. They're in various stages of decay, all having suffered some terrible violence, and bloodstains every single surface. Everything is still.
Bloodstained gold is like the coolest possible surface. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, like did you? What were the exits to this room? Does the staircase just continue, or like?
No, there is a grand stairway kind of leading out the back of this room, behind the thrones altar of the temple at the front.
It's now occurring to me that we really should have asked what the weapon in question looked like, or does, or
anything
about it.
See it. I mean,
will we?
So
I will say.
So this is a Return to Oz thing, like. When you find the tchotchke that's the real scarecrow, like
when you find the MacGuffin,
yeah.
I will say that you can't hear shit in this room. Like, you don't hear flies, you don't hear anything. Every time you take a step, it sounds like thunder. But other than that.
Does the staircase we're on currently keep going up, or does it end and there's just the other one down there?
It ends and there's just the other entrance, or the other staircase.
If we're not able to make sound, I will again look at the toothy one. Look and
you can make sound. I'm just saying, like, there's no sound in this room other than you.
I was going to preemptively smack his hand so he doesn't go for the gold.
I mean, I would. It's
that there's stories about people like you. I guess I will beeline towards the exit for this floor, not looking at things, looking down at my feet, not touching anything.
I'm gonna follow and do the same. I'm just seeing if there's anything useful I can do, and not at the moment. We'll get there, I'm sure.
Okay. If at any time you want to like search one of these rooms for weapons or anything unusual, feel free. I do have stuff.
Well, I would
here.
I would search this room, especially after John's character told me not to.
Even after John smacked your hand?
Yeah, even after John smacked my hand.
Roll me a d20.
Whom?
Or
Me for smacking?
No.
Oh yeah.
If it's
Him
for
for-
smacking, that's a 15. Actually, 16. I adjusted.
No, I was assuming it was him for like what the consequences of his chicanery would be.
So
It's going to be a smack at 16.
yeah. So you do get smacked. You do.
Okay.
You do in fact get smacked. I will say, there's like I said, there's golden riches everywhere, and dead bodies everywhere. The one interesting thing is on one of the tables, on a platinum platter surrounded by gold goblets and rubies the size of your fist, is a decapitated head, with the word truth carved into its forehead. It is blinking at you and mouthing the words, "Help me."
Okay. You guys would hear an intense chattering coming from behind you. And I'm gesturing at the head.
You
know what? Let's see. Truth carved in the head, severed head on a platter. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we ought to pick this character up. So I'm gonna grab the head off the plate and get it out of this room where hopefully we will be able to hear what it has to say. So I'm just gonna carry it like dog and blanket under one arm, head by the hair right here, just like making my way along. Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be one of those situations where it can't speak because it doesn't have lungs, and so you have to like blow into the trachea.
Oh, you're a damn fool if you think that's not my next move.
Press park to it.
You've
Sitting there.
solved my severed head riddle. What can I say? Okay, are y'all going up the stairs with this head?
Yeah, but like partway up the stairs, I'm gonna see if it can talk to me, and if it can't, I'm actually gonna blow into its trachea to see if that helps. From below.
I think a trachea 144.
All right.
Hold it like this. And...
what fucking roll? Make a make a toughness roll for me.
Okay. Yeah. That's it's about lung power after all. Let's see. That would be a nat 1. Or no, sorry. Yeah, nat 1. Great. So,
Wow.
like, I'm assuming I just get
It's gone from blow to suck.
hepatitis Q. You know, is that my consequence?
You go to blow into it, and a bit of phlegm drips down his trachea into your mouth, and you immediately vomit.
Ah, good.
I grabbed
It's
the
good
head.
that I did that. Yeah, it's good that I did that. It's very important that I vomited because that is not something I want dripping into my mouth.
I grabbed the head, seeing what he did. The process.
I will say, Charles, as you're vomiting, you notice that the taste in your mouth before vomit is kind of gritty and dirty.
Okay, see, I was gonna make a joke about like in between bouts of vomit, the only thing I could say is like he's a smoker. But yeah, that works too. Gritty.
It would have also been funny if you vomited into his trachea, making him vomit.
It's like the human centipede of vomiting.
Exactly.
All the way around.
100% medically accurate.
Yes, medically accurate.
I do get the like Monkey Island vibes here from the head if we just hold it by the hair and just which way do we go?
Yeah.
Patrick, are you actually going to blow into the trachea?
Yes.
Okay, make me a toughness roll, my friend.
All right, with a
minus
-1.
If there were
that's
clicking
17.
teeth in the top of your lungs, but like underneath your vocal cords.
Okay.
Like imagine clicking and blowing, and it's just going to be unpleasant.
As our mini-toothed friend blows into the bottom of this severed head, it rasps. Erase the first letter. Erase the first letter.
All
He
right.
wants us to kill him.
Yeah, and like, why not, man? It's no fun being a severed head. But it would have been funnier if the noise the head had produced would have been,
I thought it would be more like I was expecting more like a sad party horn.
I'm Dr. Golem, the rock and roll golem. I was made from cocaine.
And that is how Warsaw was saved. All right, let's erase that letter. I'll erase that letter.
By race, he means you'll have to like carve it out of his flesh.
Well, I got a knife.
Yeah.
I got teeth.
Okay. As soon as you have carved,
You can eat whatever's left afterwards.
As soon as you carve off the first letter, the word now spells death, and the head crumbles to dust.
Okay, we freed another one.
So,
Are y'all going to continue up the stairs?
yeah.
Yes,
Who's
Yeah.
going first? Who's on first?
I'll
go
take it
first.
this time. Oh no! Let our toothy friend do it. Mr. 4 hit points.
Roll me
That's me taking lead.
roll me a D8, Mr. Patchkey.
D8. Ooh. Gotta find the D8 on my gold.
You have
dice.
a billion dice from Gen Con. Roll it.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, but
that's
look
sexy.
at it. That's 5.
By the way, I'm grateful to the folks at Skate Wizards for I backed that and got my zine, and it came with some dice that looked pretty awesome, but they're like way too small for my horribly damaged dice to read. So
I
should have mailed them to one
likewise.
of you.
Man, the dice that came with the Bones Deep game, they looked so goddamn good, but one of my, like, where does John draw the dice? I'm spending all of his, like, daughter's college tuition on Kickstarter. Dice. I can't pay $30 for a set of dice, my dudes. I can't.
No.
I almost bought an $80 set.
I
It was
get
like
it.
carved out of actual stone.
Oh.
It looked so cool.
I
That does
blew
sound
a
cool.
friendship that was going to get me dice made from ashes from Mount Vesuvius.
Well,
I
did
have
you
some.
blow the friend first at least?
No, no.
That's why they're not friends.
Yeah.
It was a terrible blowjob.
I do have some rocks from the top of Vesuvius. If you
That's
want
dope.
Carve them into dice.
I'm a sucker, and I bought Dracula dirt. All right, Toothy, what did you roll, and what's happening?
Oh, I
Or-
rolled a what was it, a 15? Oh, no,
No,
it was
5. You
on the
rolled a
D8,
5,
5.
buddy.
I knew there was a 5 involved.
I'm not just showing you all my gut.
I can
Well, it's
see
stuck up there.
John's
At least now we know he's wearing pants.
And he has a
No,
tattoo of
I have a
Satan.
vial of dirt from Edgar Allan Poe's grave.
That's
above
dope.
my desk.
That's real
So
dope.
yeah, horror people. What's what we do? Okay, 5. As you come up the grand staircase, and you come across a very plain wooden door with a picture of a goat carved into it.
Aw, fuck yeah.
Would you like to open the door and go in?
That's not suspicious.
I mean,
Are you
Johnson-
implying something, sir?
okay. Oh, I see what we're doing here. John's doing no-sco, so it's...
I'm doing the Nala stomp.
I was first. It's my turn to go in first through the door
Okay.
of impending doom.
Okay. As you push through, you find yourself in Lola's Goat, a tavern that is actually back in town. And you see the faces of lots of your friends and family sitting around, drinking, eating, playing cards. None of them are moving. They're all frozen completely still.
Which makes sense because they're all dead.
I was gonna ask, are these living relatives or ones?
Yes.
What
Yes.
Okay.
These are all people who you know from town. The only thing that seems odd is that on one table, the innkeeper is being held down by his family and torn apart by daggers. But again, everything is completely still. So it's a frozen tableau of his like little girl and wife and brother just tearing him apart.
That's dope.
Did he deserve it?
Not
How
to
the
your
fuck do we
knowledge.
know? Like,
Yeah.
Well, we would. I mean, I'm the person
always
that would
served me
probably
cold
know
beer.
stories.
that's true.
So
that's true.
that's why, yeah, to know if you intervene or not. Are any of these phantasms in the blocking our way out of this room?
You see at the far end of the bar a second door. You can get there without no more than just kind of like skirting around.
I'm gonna pull out my bag of salt, and I will intone, rest to Sheol or whatnot, and anything that if it's within a couple hand spans of me, I will throw salt at it as I make my way to the door.
Okay. As you get close enough to do that, you see that these appear to be wax statues. They are. You can see small rivulets of wax melting, even though it's not very hot in here.
Neat. Question, like, is there any sort of smell in the air, either of wax or of blood?
It smells very waxy. It does smell very candlelicious.
Okay, so not like Crayolas.
I just don't know if that's a timer for us or if we should help the wax along, because I have lots of fire-making implements.
I honestly think we should get the fuck out of here because
I
don't see anything that will kill me like right in front of me, and I'd prefer to keep it that way in this creepy room of happy fantasy. This is very well written, John. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, beeline towards the door.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's leading this time?
I guess it's my turn. It's my turn.
And you know what I want you to do?
What?
I want you to roll a D8.
A D8?
I'm going to pull out a torch in my other hand just in case with my dagger in the other.
D8's one of the ones I didn't get out. Give me 2
You want me to
seconds.
roll for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right. 4.
Fun. I mean, nothing. You open the door and are swept into the next room through a riptide that suddenly flushes through both rooms, and you find yourself standing at the bottom of the ocean.
Question.
Yes.
Is he still covered in fleas?
Yes.
Me
They
and
have
the fleas
they have
are...
tiny little scuba masks on.
What about me? Do I have a scuba mask on?
Absolutely not.
I'm
What if
fucked.
he forms
I'm
the
fucked.
fleas into a mask?
No. Allow me to. This is actually like. Let me go off for just 1 second. So like, there are 2 things that I'm more scared of, honestly, than anything else. One of them is the hard vacuum of space, and the other one is the deep ocean. Because like pressure just fucks with me, and it is so the difference between where like I'm sitting right now and the deepest reach of outer space is 1 atmosphere of pressure. Okay, the difference between where I'm standing right now and the bottom of like the Marianas Trench is like 8 or 9 atmospheres of pressure. So I am like immediately destroyed by being teleported to the bottom of the sea. Like I would be this big and exploding with like aerosolized gases and blood and organ meat, and my dog also would be just. So the good news is it would be, but the fleas live on. Like
Fleas
no,
are fine.
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not to mention,
Now-
you probably have
now,
defense.
Charles,
Yes.
do you need us to like hand to God? Do you need us to skip the room on the bottom of the ocean?
No, not at all.
Because you're
Not at
not
all.
dead. None of you are dead.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, cool. That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
cool then.
I'm trying to be a good friend to y'all.
Okay.
Coral rises from the silt floor on either side of you. There are strange fish that you could never have imagined floating around. The only light available is seeping from thermal vents and the occasional bioluminescent fish. In the distance, you can make out a massive wooden ship, decayed and covered in barnacles and sea life, worked into the very reef that you seem to be standing in. Above the ship, stretching up and into the murk of the deep sea, is a rope ladder.
Well, can we breathe?
You are not drowning. You are also
Okay.
not really swimming.
Okay. All right. This is actually kind of cool then. This is more like an episode of Muppet Babies than like my worst nightmares.
I do want it to be a little nightmarish. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no. I thought that was just like a random kill room where it's like surprise,
no.
surprise, your
you're all
lunch meat.
No,
Yeah,
I don't. I know there's a huge tradition of that, both in Mork Borg and in role playing games in general, with like the
We've discussed
hole
the
of
gelatinous.
obliviation.
We've discussed the gelatinous cube room before.
Yeah. No,
which
this is
a
not an
perennial favorite.
There are not any rooms that don't give you a chance in this adventure.
All right.
Yet.
Well, I assume my friends are here with me, like holding my hand and everything, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Like since I'm on point here, let's make for that ship. And this time I do want to check the ship for treasure since we're not drowning. So
Okay.
we're gonna start just like winding our way between the thermal vents and toward the. And that would be really dope to see in real life, by the way.
Yeah, I would love to be able to be here and not be dead.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
we have to dodge fish as they come at us.
Not
or
fish.
Squid things.
Not
Fireballs
fish.
on a rock.
Fireballs.
There we go.
Yeah, you know the line of fireballs that go around the post thing, and you got to jump over them, but they're underwater, so you got to swim.
I do remember that. I think. Yeah.
Mario.
I need my D3. Where's my D? There's my D3. Oh,
Again,
y'all
the
monkey stacks of
concept of
shit.
a D3 just fucks with me.
Okay. So as y'all are making your way towards the ship, you hear a haunting, melodious song.
Let's see. What do I have on hand? I do not have. We should have picked up some wax in that last room.
Two of us have lard. I was just thinking about shoving lard in my ear.
Yeah. Let's. You guys want to lard me up too?
Oh, I've been waiting for this day.
Stick it in my ear. Stick it in there.
I will lard
no.
him first.
I have a new
then
kink.
I'll lard myself.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are larded up.
Why
I can't hear
are
you.
we-
Which I
My
call
ears are
Taco
full of
Tuesday.
lard.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
What?
confused. Why are we larding our ears?
What? Come on, man. You know your Greek myths, right?
No.
Well, I will
I'm not
pull
from
out
Greece.
one of my. If you weren't in the middle of the ocean, I'd pull out one of my many books and I would read it to you.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna.
I'm
assert-
assuming these are the sirens in some form or another. So
Oh.
yeah, so we've got to do the Odysseus and terrible human being, terrible captain, pretty good book. Anyway, yeah, let's do that and then keep making our way toward the ship.
Okay.
It's properly larded.
You get to the ship, not really any issue. As you, you'll need to clamber inside and crawl to the top. Charles, go ahead and roll me D20.
That I can do. Unless that's a D12. Nope, this is a D20. Okay. Well, this time for a nice change of pace, it's a 2.
2.
Ooh,
Okay.
Moving on up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
It's double my
you-
last roll.
You find so the first thing you notice as you get onto the ship are skeletons. There
Fuck
are
yeah.
hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe millions. This ship seems to go on forever of animal skeletons, 2 of each kind, it seems. But you don't
This
really
is awesome.
you don't really have a lot of time to look around. I do.
Are there two of each skeleton?
Yes. There are 2 skeletons of each kind of animal, as far as you can tell.
This is like a tour of this is great.
Yeah,
I fucking love it. Do any of the skeletons have anything of any value near them on them?
So you do find something interesting. You find the skeleton of a man in one of these stalls next to the skeleton of some animal you've never even heard of. His little skeleton teeth are stained red, and his head was cracked open with a rock, it looks like. Near him is lying a small glass ball with no opening. A betta fish swims within its murky waters.
I'll take that.
As you are looking at that, something swims next to you. Why don't all three of you make me a little presence roll?
Yay, made it.
Ooh, 16.
Nice.
I rolled myself a 14.
Trying to remember how initiative works. Not that there's anything to initiate against.
Why don't you...
Okay, you who have passed your presence test see the rotting and ghostly corpse of a human-fish hybrid scream past Charles and then whirl and turn. And now we need to roll initiative.
D6 plus agility.
So I had this open before we ran tonight, but I had to restart the computer. What I'm pulling out for the audience right now is morkborg.com. If you go there, you hit give me content, you can get everything. You can get the rules, you can get the rules reference guide, which is what I'm grabbing now. Really makes running the game or learning the game super duper easy. Okay.
It will mork your Borgs with the greatest of ease.
Who rolled the highest? What do we got?
I think I rolled a 3. Yeah.
I have a -2.
I rolled a 6, dropped
What?
down to 5.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My
-3.
agility. Hang on a second.
-2.
I think mine's a 0, which is like not a bad agility stat, I guess.
It's not bad.
Mine.
Yeah, it's a 0. So I am by far the highest, I guess.
Okay.
I got 5.
Yeah. Okay. So.
No. Then you are.
So we're going to go round robin, starting with Ian. Ian, you see this fishy wraith in front of you.
I will lash out with my dagger.
Okay.
I just churn the water a whole lot.
Okay. Charles.
Well, my horn of seawater isn't going to be much fucking good here.
Not going to be great here, no.
Hey, what if it's like dividing by 0? You just like actually raise the atmosphere by like 1 bar.
Well, I was gonna ask if like it would work as reverse, like removing the water from their lungs, but I don't think that would. Like, if I think that they're amphibious.
Are we under the ocean? Is this a freshwater lake?
I think we're under the ocean. I'm pretty sure.
I
haven't heard of mermaids in lakes. Okay, all right. So it's probably a sea of some kind.
So we make it too salty and it has to leave.
I'm just going to do the same and lash out with my knife, which I believe is a 1d4 attack, or do I have to?
First roll d20.
That's right. And
you are trying to beat 14.
And I got exactly 14.
Okay, roll me d4.
Oh, yeah. That would be a 4.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get some to take notes here. The wraith, the half-fish wraith, it looks like it's screaming in rage, but you're just hearing this. Oh, well, you have lard in your ear, so you don't hear shit. Never mind. It looks angry. Mr. Patchkey.
Okay. So how close is it to me?
You were all three of you were kind of staying together, and it's in melee range.
Excellent. I go for
Bite it.
Okay.
So
Bite into its skeletal throat.
What is this? D20 or
The D20 plus your strength.
Ooh, 18 plus. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. Roll damage.
And damage 6.
That's a D6 damage. Jeez.
That's what I read on the sheet. Attack D6
Nice.
damage. Yeah. That is a 5.
Nice. Okay. It. I mean, again, you can't hear this, but it's thrashing and squealing it, and it's going to attack you back. So go ahead and roll me defense, Mr. Patchkey.
Yeah, I rolled it.
What'd you roll there, bud?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Remember, you can use omens to reroll if you need.
Let's go ahead. Let's get an omen out of the way.
As you tap into the mythical forces of the God of Names, which empowers you and drives you on, the water around you boils, and you hear someone you haven't heard in years screaming your name before it fades out, and you realize you have your opportunity to dodge again.
I rolled an 8.
Okay, well, you realize you have the opportunity, but as like time slows down, you see the first flub. Time slows down, and you realize you can do it again. And as you get ready to, the wraith just slaps you. Roll D4.
I guess it's not that kind of girl.
Roll D4 and lower your strength, presence, and agility by 1.
So my agility is -4?
No, it can't go below -3.
Okay.
But everything else, and this is only for this fight, I will say.
Okay.
Yeah, Ian, it's your move.
Slashing time.
Okay.
I will lunge forward to skewer said fish, and that is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Actually, 13 to hit.
Does not hit. The wraiths are extremely difficult to strike. Mr. Bernard.
I would like to use my ability, A Soul Betrayed. I would like to use my unnatural charisma to raise the, what is it, like, trying to see which stat it raises for my friends. Calming friends, it says. Blah, 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 blah. Spend a use of your daily powers to add or subtract D6 to any morale check. Oh, that's I thought it could affect my companions. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to redo the knife attack. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess I didn't read that ability carefully enough.
D20 plus your strength.
Well, that's not good. That's a 7 plus 0 is 7, I think. Again, I'm not very good at math. So.
Now, Mr. Patchkey, everyone else is terrible, and you have to bring this home. Do something. Or you'll all die on this ship.
Do you have like a machine gun or something?
I have a long needle.
Oh,
I don't know what to do with it.
Stick her with it.
I think my bite would probably be better, wouldn't it?
If your bite does more damage, it'd definitely be better.
Yeah.
My inventory just said a long needle. I don't recall it saying it had damage.
Maybe you can sew with it. I don't know.
It's a sharp needle, if that helps.
Okay. You really want to go with the dull one in combat, so I would use. I would
bite again.
Yeah, bite. D20 plus strength.
So that's a 16.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
All right, come on, D6. Let's kill her. I rolled a 4.
Okay, I mean that's good. It's not good enough, but it is good.
F plus.
I mean, look, Look, I want her to attack someone else. I do, but you're the only one hurting her, so she attacks you again. Roll D20 plus minus your agility.
Defense.
What'd you do, buddy?
I got a 2.
So you got -1 there, huh, champ? Lower your strength and presence by 1 more point and take D4 damage.
D4 damage?
Are you wearing armor?
I don't recall seeing armor on my sheet.
Let me see. You are the Fang Deserter. You have mail armor.
And I do. Okay.
So let's see. I will roll. So roll that and subtract it from whatever I roll. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
3? Okay, you don't take any damage. Yeah, you're wearing mail armor, dude.
Okay.
Shit.
I forgot.
Shit.
So natural.
Shit.
Okay, Ian. Do something. Do something useful this time, though.
You know, I had enough of stirring the water, so I think I'm going to stir some fish guts.
Yeah.
I continue making a very menacing whirlpool. I'll go ahead and burn an omen, and I will really actually stir the fish now.
Okay.
With the sharp end of the knife.
Mm-hmm.
It is important to use that end of the knife.
Okay. As you try to tap into the power of tongues and names, you see the spectral outline of animals rising from their skeletal corpses and pushing through the water towards you. They look hungry and they look angry. And then they fade as you do your little dance on the catwalk. Mr. Bernard.
Some people pay perfectly good money for drugs to see that kind of thing.
$20 in town.
Yeah. I forgot that I have my little dog too, and so I'm going to withdraw my hound from its flea blanket and say to it,
"Is this a Brussels Griffin?"
No. This one's Brussels really isn't a combat breed. Like it could be. It could, yeah. But I say to my little dog friend, all right, Scroto Snaggins, it's time to go to work. And I think that's a D6 attack if I connect. So let me roll. Right. What is it? D20 to hit. Let's see. That's no good. That's a 4.
Let me see. How do dogs attack here?
Like me.
Because I think they might automatically hit.
Let's shit.
See here. Where is your dog?
I think in my equipment. Yep.
Small fish off.
Probably just be an unmodified D20. DC 12 is what I don't know.
All right. Well, what'd you roll, Charles?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Nope.
Mr. Patchke?
All right. I get all the experience points, right? If I kill it?
You get so many experience points.
Oh, yeah. I rolled an 18. My strength modifier is currently 0, so...
Okay. Roll damage.
All right. That is a 5.
Okay. Nice. You guys kind of watch as Ian, you whirl your knife around like a Frenchman teaching a fencing class.
They haven't hit me once because I am vigorously stirring the water.
Mm-hmm. So it's important to keep doing it. Yeah.
And Charles, you brought out your dog and played with your dog for a minute. And while you did this, Mr. Patchke ate a dude.
Yeah.
He just jumped down and chewed.
Why do you think we brought him?
Bath salts are a hell of a drug.
As the two halves of this this wraith fish thing float to the bottom of the ship and kind of dissolve into nothing, the sounds of the sea kind of resume, and y'all are unmolested. You see the rope ladder leading out of the hold and up into the darkness.
Nice.
I will climb that ladder.
I'll go right afterward. After, like, giving a big old high five to my toothy friend, like, fuck yeah, man, eat that fish. And, yeah. I think I'm starting to be able to decipher it. I think that was praise is nice, but next time move your fat fucking ass. I think that's what I heard. Directed at myself.
Check out my fat ass as I'm going up.
Oh,
Giving you the view.
Yes. I'm
All right,
grateful for the view.
Whoever's first on this ladder, go ahead and roll me a d8.
That's Mr. Servas.
That's a 3 for me, boss.
A 3. Yes.
Ian, what
Excellent. Oh, I was hoping that would happen.
Ooh.
As you climb this rope ladder, above you, you see the edge of like the water, the top of the water. You grab on, pull yourself out of a pool, like a indoor swimming pool, a sauna, if you will, that is located in a massive temple dedicated to decadence. Golden treasure lies strewn around the floor, splattered with blood. Marble pillars that lead up to a dome ceiling painted with jewels and precious metals. Murals depicting. Oh, yes.
Did this. Yeah.
Hold on. Murals depicting beings with thousands of eyes engaged in terrifying acts of lustful debauchery with representations of you line the walls. Dead bodies are scattered around the temple in various stages of decay, and crouched over one, tearing through its flesh, is a massive being whose skin blisters the air with heat.
Nice.
That's gonna knock the lard right out of my ears.
Yeah. By now, I would think the lard has gone all the way back into my brain, where it will join all the other lard there. I have no fucking desire to get like brutally destroyed by this thing, but if I remember correctly, this is sort of a chute-like room with one exit, right?
The only exits you know of are the pool you just crawled out of and the grand staircase on the other side. Now, this thing that is eating the dead has not seen you yet. But remember, this is a very quiet room, and your footfalls sound like thunder as you walk through.
All right.
Oh wait, is the thing eating quiet, or are we hearing like?
No, you are hearing flesh being ripped from.
That's
tendons.
awesome. That's awesome. If it's loud enough, maybe we can tiptoe by. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna just go ahead and start tiptoeing.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think that's a good idea. In my head, I'm just always wanting to move as fast as I can because I don't know when our invaders are going to follow us into this madhouse.
Quick note. I would like to stealthily remove the canvas from the painting of me being violated by the many-eyed creature and roll it up and just like take it with me if possible. Can I do that?
Do you want to try to do that?
Yes. Fuck it. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Come on, like where am I going to get one of those ever again?
I know a guy. His name is Old Raging Barbarian, and he will draw that for you.
Hell yeah.
Roll me agility.
Okay.
And Ian and Mr. Patchkey, roll me presence.
Am I back up to?
Yes, you're back to normal stats.
That's a 10 for me.
Cool.
18.
What'd you say, Mr. Patchkey?
18.
Lovely. Hey, Ian, I was going to have this kind of slowly build, but you rolled a 1, my dude. You are listening to the sounds of this fiery creature tear apart these corpses, and you have never been hungrier.
I mean, it probably sounds like a grill. Like
you cannot
sizzling.
imagine how delicious, how good that must taste and feel in your empty, distended from hunger stomach. Eat. eat.
Eat. Eat. Does this override my sensibilities, or?
Yeah, it does, bud. You rolled a 1.
Welcome to
I've been the
Fuck With a Show.
responsible one. All right.
So I just get to go and go arm deep in one of these bodies and start having.
You're
at it?
fine, actually. You're
oh,
yes.
Oh, I am okay. Well, I'm a little disappointed, frankly.
Well, come on in, because we're poor from
as you fall to your knees and begin just tearing flesh off a rotting corpse, the good news, bad news. Good news, there are no maggots.
Screaming.
Bad news, you are making a lot of noise.
Do we do a check to see if it's too much noise or?
No, it's too much noise, bud.
Fuck.
So first, before anything else happens, my Charlesies, my Charles I, my Chucks, my good time pals, what are you guys doing as you see your Magid eating the dead?
I just ate. Literally, just the last room.
You did.
I'm frankly I'm gonna just stand there and watch for a minute. Like, you don't see that every day, you know.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. The siege isn't that bad.
Not yet.
Do I want to get in on this action? Am I full? I think so.
Voluntarily? No, I think you've eaten. You ate that whole fish.
Yeah.
So,
it's Friday.
I don't want to leave our Magid behind. Is there a way to dissuade him from this court of? Yeah,
you can attempt to. However, I will say, Magid, your Tofir, your hunger is slowly being sated. The closer the giant with red hair and blistering skin stalks towards you. You can, all three of you can hear his footfalls trembling like thunder as he approaches. He breathes like that fat cat meme. You know, the one where breathing intensifies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. It's that sound. Only it is a fiery man with a massive flaming sword.
Well, I've got just the thing for this.
Oh shit, you do. You literally do.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and bust out my, what is it called here? The Devil's Aquifer. Which honestly, the Devil's Aquifer should be full of booze, but
you know, if you didn't pull that out, my response would be to fight him like some feral raccoon at a dumpster, outside a Chinese buffet. I'd be like, this is mine.
Yeah.
This is my garbage.
These are my Rangoons.
Sorry, John. No.
Oh.
So it looks like I'm rolling against a 14. I might be.
Yep.
I might be fucked, but we'll see what happens. That is a 3.
Okay.
Not good. So
you bring the horn to your lips, and it pauses a second, turning its coal black eyes cracked with little embers just behind the layer of ash dust that covers its eyes, and then starts walking towards you, doing a few testlings.
Do I have time to take a bow before it gets to me?
Yeah, go ahead and take a bow as you roll.
Thank you.
As you roll your initiative, guys. Ian, you are capable of standing up from your meal.
I'm capable. If you think 11. I'm going to stop eating my meal, you can fuck right off.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Does he recover any hit points for eating that flesh?
No. Oh, also, he hasn't lost any hit points, I don't believe. So
it was more of an academic question.
That's fair.
Yeah. I rolled an 11, so I'm not sure who's going first?
It's D6 plus your.
Oh, D6 plus my 0.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Nice.
Nat 6, yeah.
Ian, what you got?
It looks to be a femur.
So you're not going to stop eating.
You had me roll a 1.
That's true, but as I said, your hunger is abating, and the horror of what you've done is becoming clear as this thing approaches.
I just rolled a 4 in my presence. I don't know. I mean, or I can just go ahead and
roll initiative.
All right. Hey, I was trying to. All right, that'd be I modified at 2.
Okay, and Mr. Patchkey, I assume you got like a negative. Yeah.
1.
I'm still gonna suck the marrow from this bone.
Again, round robin, Mr. Bernard, how would you like to start this dance?
I'll do it the same way. I'm going to try to blow that there horn, Daddy-o.
All right, I'm going to expand the enemy that they are currently fighting.
What does that mean exactly?
Make it larger on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
audience can see what you are fighting.
I thought you were talking to me. I was very confused.
No.
Shit, dude, is there a plus anything that I add like
A
as a
strength.
modifier?
You add your strength when you're making
which
a
is
melee
probably
attack.
0. Yeah, so 13. I was just shy of it.
No,
God
that
damn.
hits. 14 is for when you were fighting the wraith. It was a 14 because they are very like slippery and like quick.
Oh,
This thing is a big lumbering giant. It is less hard to hit.
sweet. So
All right,
yeah,
roll damage.
that's the one where I fill its lungs with seawater. So that should occupy a regular opponent for 1 turn.
Yes.
Or like I think it's 1d something turns. But I'm wondering if it like just snuffs out Mr. Fire Guy, if it's a special class of damage or something.
Yeah. Let me think.
Devil's Aquifer. When blown, the lungs of your enemies fill with seawater. And they should they fail a toughness test against DR14, a round must be spent expelling it before doing anything else, but nothing about damage. So I guess I just get to distract it unless
he pauses, or rather he takes a step towards you again, getting ready to crush the life out of you with his massive flame sword, and a strange look crosses his features, and he begins vomiting salt water onto you as he stepped up to you. You blew the horn again, and then he vomited on you. Your night is pretty vomit-rific.
I'm cool with that. I am definitely cool with that. I'm totally a barf babe, so it's good. It's all good. I might even open my mouth just to it's just salt water. It's sterile.
That is not a thing. Mr. Patchkey,
The stomach acid would take care of everything. It's fine.
It's
yeah. Again, why not go for the throat? Am I right?
That's
sure.
What is life for if not to rip its throat out with your sharpened teeth?
So my new ghoul dice might be unbalanced because they're either really hot or I rolled a 1.
Okay, no, that's good. And by good I mean oh no.
Yeah.
So normally I'd probably break your weapon, but the weapon in this case
is your
teeth. Face.
Well, his teeth anyway.
I mean, how many rows of teeth do we think I have?
You have 30 teeth, so probably
that's
just the one.
That's more than 1 row, I think, isn't it?
Most people have 32 or 34.
I don't know fucking how many teeth a person has. I honestly don't.
34 unless you got your wisdom teeth taken out.
I never had wisdom teeth to begin with, so.
That's neat. I still have mine.
I mean, mine are in there somewhere probably, but they never came in. So.
Mine.
Do you want to bust his chops up or what?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to,
bummer.
but it is what's going to happen. So you bite into this thing's neck, and it's sharp. Not sharp, but it's rock hard skin that is the temperature of a live coal, shatters your teeth. You just you're going to take you're going to take 1 point of damage that you can't block, and you're not going to be able to use your bite attack anymore.
I just remembered I have an omen.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to use that?
Yeah, it's my last omen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry for making you go through all that.
No, it's okay. It's a big one.
Okay, so that was an 11 plus my strength.
Yeah.
So 13.
Okay, that will hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, roll damage.
So yeah. 1.
Have any of us done a single hit point of damage other than Pashke tonight? Well, other than Sean, I mean, but Ian, you and me, we're still virginal soil, untrod.
I mean, Ian's the DM.
I mean, I got cheeks full of meat.
That also doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't actually penetrate the skin, unfortunately. Your teeth don't shatter. You are not harmed, but you do slide off as you don't penetrate.
And I'm out of omen.
Mr. Bernard, he is still vomiting on you, so his turn is skipped. He was about to attack you, so Ian, is your turn.
So the fact that I'm trying to earn my nickels with Twitch, and I can see the draft spread page here, I'm gonna bolt towards the fucking staircase with this femur, because there's still plenty left to gnaw, and I haven't gotten to the marrow, but I am going to Jordan Peele nope out of here.
Nice.
That's so great.
Ian,
make me a friendship check.
Make me a presence check.
Make me an asshole check.
Let's see how many you get.
It's still there.
I think that I just might omen that.
What'd you roll?
4.
You want to open that, bud?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How'd you do?
I rolled a 4 at first. Of course I'm going to omen that. Aha, 12. So that would be an effective 10 for me since I've got... I mean, the DC is 2 lower because snorting the merbs. So technically, I guess it's an effective 14.
Yep, you are able to run. You ignore your painful hunger. You now realize that those are all corpses that you do not want to eat, and you run.
I kind of love that. It's novel to me, but I don't think I've ever had a party member do that in a game with me before.
Yeah, I played Skyrim.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed that. That's fun. Okay.
There's plenty of meat here.
Yeah.
Mr. Bernard, would you like to do something?
I'm gonna try that horn again. It's pretty much all I got at this point.
All right.
Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Failed it. That's
okay.
That's a 9, and 9 is not sufficient.
It is not. Mr. Patchkey.
Well, all right. So, did I notice John's character running off?
Yes, you did.
You keep that John shit up. I'm just
going off of. I'm going off of the screen.
I know. I'm looking at myself, and it says I'm John. So
yeah,
I'm just laughing because I'm wondering if there's anyone from like Gen Con involved in like promoting Juan Mom. Like, do you like this game I'm running? I run these games on Wednesdays, and they're like, wait a second.
I think like we explained what happened. We switched places because I got panicky and didn't fix this overlay. I will fight you.
Look. We explained it. You guys switched. You guys switched places because this is a body swapping comedy.
Face mask,
exactly.
And you made a wish. Face off. Yeah. I heard they're going to remake that.
I just want you guys to know that the number of enemies you fight is dependent on how much you anger John. That's not true. Y'all are dying no matter what.
Wait. If that's the case, I'm going to ask my Sword of Oil if we are dying tonight. That's a yes or no.
It is technically. Go ahead and make a roll, bud. Did you fail?
I mean, I got an effective 10, so yes, I failed.
The wisps of turquoise smoke waft up from the blade, wrap around your neck, and begin pulling the knife towards your throat.
I was hoping that it would be purple miasmic smoke, but nope.
Make me. I would explain why, but make me a strength roll.
This is why, you know.
Oh, cool. Apparently, not even getting a crit fail on my scroll. I'm just going to bone myself with the 2 here.
Okay. Roll D4.
Ah, sweet.
And that's how many times you die.
1.
What? Okay, you take 1 point of damage as you shank yourself in the neck. I feel like that's a pretty clear outline.
I didn't even fail that badly on a gag use of my scroll. At least I can use it 2 more times.
Okay. Mr. Paschke, I don't think you've actually taken your turn yet.
No, I haven't. But
Go
you know,
ahead
this
and do
was
something.
worth the wait. All right, I can't decide whether I want to run away or not. So I've got this cool D2 from Gen Con that I dropped right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got a skull on this side
I
here.
want one of those.
Cool.
Very cool.
I really like this company's aesthetic that they put on their stuff.
Hell yeah.
I got a 1. So I guess that means I'm running.
Okay.
Skull on the other side.
Okay. I mean, however you need to do it to make you feel good about yourself tomorrow.
That's how I feel good about abandoning. Like, I mean, first of all, Fang's Deserter is on my character sheet.
It is.
Cutting and running, especially after someone else did it.
That is your character, man.
I'm out.
I'm not judging you or your character. That's not true, but go ahead.
That's fine. I got a 14 plus. I need to desert.
Yep. Okay. You successfully run up the stairs. You get beside Ian just in time to see him like
pulling it out of his neck.
Yeah.
That's a lucky neck shank that only does like.
Yeah, you really lucked
damage.
out on that one, honestly.
What am I? Oh, is it my turn now?
It is not your turn, unfortunately.
That's a bummer. I have a feeling I'm about to bite the big one, and that's cool.
Dripping salt water from its lips. This thing opens 14 eyes on its face and glares at you before raising its sword and bringing it down. Roll me defense. That's D20 plus your agility.
All right, but before I do, I just I want to give the double eagle to it as it's swinging the sword down at me.
Okay.
All right. Defense. Nat 1.
Oh
man.
Oh, Charles.
Yeah, that's right. I am gonna burn an omen. That's just too much. So
You
burn
have
an omen.
Okay.
And this time around it's a 5.
Okay.
So I don't think the stars are with me on this one.
You can look. Hey. Look. You're wearing armor.
I am.
Which can
absorb
deflect
I forgot
2
points
points of damage.
Yeah, that's right.
How many hit points do you have?
2.
Okay. You see what you two see from the top of the stairs where you ran away like cowards is this bard go, fuck you.
Yeah.
You
going out like a G.
You see the sword trailing flames as it comes overhead, slamming down. You see a moment of like, wait, I have armor on. Flash in the bard's eyes before the sword hits the shoulder and slices clean through to the opposite hip. There is a
Left
moment
in twain.
There's a moment where you're like, maybe he did get hit
cleaved asunder
before his body begins to fall. The angel thing, I should say, it's not an angel, grabs his head before it can fall all the way to the floor, snaps it like a whip, and begins chewing on his dead face.
I love it.
If someone has omens, can't they be used to influence someone else's role, or is it just yours?
I'm happy to die, man.
Okay.
I was gonna say I did not just go through a beautiful ballet of death
I'm
for you to interrupt
overjoyed.
that.
I went out exactly the way
I know
wanted.
that was kind of the irony, was to deprive you of the death that you wanted.
No, don't take that away from
just
me.
force you back alive.
No.
The angel turns and starts blowing up your trachea to get you
It's just, I'm not dead yet.
He just treats you like a shofar, just like.
Sorry.
Good times.
As this thing, as this Raphaim, is chewing on your dead friend's face, he turns and faces you on the stairs. He still looks very hungry.
He's had my whole face. At least my dog got away.
Your dog did get away.
Yeah, of course.
However,
of course.
it ran the opposite direction and dove into the water.
Fuck those guys. Like,
Exactly.
why would it want to help
like,
them?
No, chance in hell I'm going with Deserty and Desert C.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, while Mr. Clacky's teeth might be temporarily, like, I fully believe that he can grow those back.
But they're not broken. He omened himself to keep his teeth.
That's right. I was gonna say though, I think that you just keep growing them and shedding them. Like, what animal does that? Is
Orcs and sharks.
Orcs and sharks. Yeah.
Or the real life animal, orcs.
Yeah, like orcs
from 40K.
So,
do you guys want to run, or do you guys want to hang out with this Raphaim?
No. I was gonna say,
We're running.
to me, we take to the stairs.
I thought I was already passing you. Like, I did not stop. Like, I saw you, and I was like, "That's stupid." But well, you hear us just as it zooms by.
We'll follow the sound of clunking, clashing, crunching teeth.
Oh, all right. Mr. Patchkey, roll me a D8 as you guys flee into the next area.
Great. 7.
Okay, 7.
That'd be a very lucky roll in some games, not so much in this one.
I'm very happy though.
That's good.
You emerge onto the sandy floor of a Coliseum arena.
Oh,
It is filled with a crowd that has no face at all, no mouth, no eyes, no nose.
cool.
They stand and cheer in silence, gesturing for the combat to begin. All over the sandy floor, bloody weapons have been discarded, broken, chipped, rusted. There are pit traps filled with blades and wooden columns to which corpses of your bard friend have been lashed. Many different versions of your of Bernard's character have been lashed to these columns and have been tortured and murdered over and over again.
Cool.
Are there any still partially alive? Can we make a Franken Bernard?
You could, but probably not successfully, and also not while whatever it is stalking the arena. Okay.
It's Angron, isn't it?
You see 3 of these things. They look sort of like lions, but have the faces of men filled with broken teeth. There are dead, useless wings hanging by their side, and a long, flaccid scorpion tail trailing behind them.
When you said their teeth are broken,
Yes.
that means I have an advantage.
Your teeth are broken too. They're just jagged. All of y'all's teeth are very jagged.
Oh, well then I can relate to them. They
they
wouldn't want
are.
to attack me. Like we're the same. Them and
I don't want to I don't want to make you think that they hate you, but they definitely probably don't want to relate. There is a gate on the opposite side of the arena. Between you are the 3 lion things.
I pull out my lard.
Okay.
All right.
Everything.
You just cover yourself in lard?
I will do the same thing.
I am as slippery as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really great. That's a really, really good idea.
I'm gonna make a just bolt across.
Do you know
They try
what
to
a
grab
cat's
me.
favorite thing to eat is? It's people covered in lard.
Probably
Well,
not.
they were going to
But
eat us anyways.
Yeah,
I mean,
This way,
yeah.
we could fatally affect their cholesterol levels.
in the stands overseeing everything, you see the shadow of some massive humanoid. And by massive, I do not mean like giant and muscle bound. I mean corpulent. I mean grandfather Nurgle would be proud. You cannot make out any other details, but the shape raises one arm and then lowers it, and the lions come. And on that note, we're actually going to call it.
You sure? We have at least 4 minutes. That we could be ripped apart.
I know, but there's a reason. There's several reasons actually. The first
All
reason is because we would just be going into another round of combat, which, while fun for us, is another round of combat for people watching and learning about the game. The other thing is while we do have time left, this is a Kickstarter. This is a game that's not out yet, and I want to leave some mysteries and some new discoveries for those who are backing to have.
Like, am I able to at least use another one of my presence checks to see if we'll be eaten by the cat?
Okay, yeah, go right
Or if
ahead.
I'm going to slit my throat again.
I mean, I am so excited to find out.
I probably well, if you have me slit my neck on an 8, and that's not even a critical failure. I rolled a 6 here, so modified that would be an effective 8.
Oh, that's right. You rolled a 1 and then you omened out of the 1, didn't you?
No, I rolled a 4 before.
Oh well.
But no, that was for me leaving out of the room for just using the scroll. It was an 8 basically before. So
as you
slit
slather
myself.
your knife with oil, the sound of echoing laughter issues from the blade, and all is silent. For a moment, you see the face of a cruel, gray-skinned man in the blade, and as he fades, you see the shape of a lion that is leaping from behind you.
All right, I deserve that.
So yeah, like I said, I'm breaking here because there's a lot going on in this dungeon. I was really happy that you guys repeated a floor because there's a mechanic where this dungeon is randomly generated, and part of that random generation is sometimes you'll go to the same floor twice, and instead of it being okay, here's the floor, you know what's going on, the floors change subtly with each time you go through them.
That's cool.
Take us to the other screen real quick. There we are.
So a rope
bam.
from like the start of the floor on the first time we crossed it, and we got to it the second time, and the rope was like marking our path. Would the rope be in the new room, or would that be a completely different room and no rope?
If you were to do that, I mean, okay, let's say you had done that. I don't have anything in the adventure to address that. Partially because there is something going on in the tower that is warping reality.
Okay.
And so you're going through the same space, but it is not the same. So I don't I'm like, Charles, I think you're laughing because I'm trying to address this from like a theological and metaphysical standpoint, when I should be thinking like the rope would probably be there again, actually, from a gameplay perspective. Oh, I can't hear you, Charles.
Bernard's muted.
Did Bernard mute? Ian, can I
can
hear
be
you?
Bernard as well.
Okay, I can hear you. Still can't hear you, Charles. Some bitch.
No, I love covering myself in
How about
water
now?
and eating corpses.
I can hear you now.
Barely.
Yeah. So I wasn't saying anything useful, so don't worry about it.
That's fair. That's fair. So Morkkabeans. So we have a little bit of time. I also wanted to talk about the process of kickstarting, because it's something I think a lot of us are curious about, or something that we've, as a company and as a person, I've wanted to do for a long time. We are smart, and by that I mean Manishard Games hired the services of World of Game Design, which is a consultant who works with creative people and creative companies to help them run their Kickstarter. So they've been taking a lot of the graphic design and a lot of the strategy side of things, and they'll also be handling the distribution and fulfillment aspect. And fulfillment and logistics are the thing that are terrifying about Kickstarter, to me anyway. That said, I have our stretch goals here that we've hit. Put those on screen. We hit the 3,500 level today, which got us more art by Billy Blue. I talked to Billy today about it, and I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to have him do, because he does great character work. I've also sent our specifications over to Simone, Old Raging Barbarian, and if you don't know, he did the cover. He's fantastic, and he's going to be doing the cover for Mr. Bernard's next book, and it's going to look great because he's amazing. On top of that, we have a book dropping later this month. Yes, Madness Heart Press does, and Orb did the art for that. I'm just going to pull that up real quick since it's Orb, and I want to show off how amazing his art is. There we go. Oh my god, moving too much. There we go. Anyway, this is a guy. At the moment, he is doing 3 different monsters from the bestiary. So, fun story. In the room with the big fiery guy that killed Charles, in the actual game, that will be pulled from the D66 list of Nephilim. Those haven't been designed yet because they're a backer tier where you get to help design the Nephilim that are going in the game. We have 9 of them spoken for so far, but we have a bunch left. So I think we have 25 slots left where you can help design some of the crazy half angels that are going to be stalking and killing the players. And I'm really excited about that tier. Charles, I think you backed at that level, so you get to...
I sure did.
You get to twist your mind to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I almost felt like I owed it to you for introducing me to the Book of Enoch. So, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. And all of you all out there, it doesn't require a crazy amount of cosmic knowledge. Just have fun with it. So you should go do that. Be part of the game. Be part of the fun.
I was like, we had a D20 list of random shit you could find in the temple. And you guys found 2 of the things, but there's a lot of fun shit. One of the things I love about designing Mork Borg is you can just have fun, and you can put ridiculous gonzo bizarro stuff in the game and have it fit and have it make sense within the world's logic. And so that's extremely cool to me. No, we don't need that. So this weekend, I'm trying to turn off all these different images I've brought up. Where is the Mork cover? There you are. So this weekend, last weekend, Charles Patchke and Ian Servas were at Gen Con. I was at Armadillo Con. I can guarantee you that Ian and Charles had more fun than I did. But
I was running games for World of Game Design.
Yes. Yeah.
So much werewolf.
I was sitting in a mostly empty room, twiddling my thumbs, and playing like Hades on my Switch, which is a good time. But don't get me wrong. This weekend I will be at KillerCon here in Austin. I'm going to be doing a gaming panel with Christine Morgan. So
Hell
if you're in Central Texas, there are still tickets available to join us for KillerCon. It is the Splatterpunk Extreme and Bizarro like writing family reunion for Central Texas, and if you can make it, we'd love to have you. Yeah,
Sounds like they want to eat your flesh on a big banquet table.
It's true. I also want to say that our compatriot, Mr. Bernard, is a writer.
I do that sometimes.
You,
Most of the time.
I think that people should go and pick up a book called A Baptism for the Dead, which has a baller cover and I think taps into some really interesting like American history, occult horror, with beautiful touches of gore. Like if you haven't figured out from listening to this show and watching us that he has a pretty twisty and vivid imagination, then check out that book. And then check out his 2 books from Raventale, Arcanum Volume 1 and Arcanum Volume 2. They're available now. And so do that too. All this said, I want to thank our intro and outro music, which was kind of waylaid today due to our technical issues. But that is Barbaria from the album Purple Miasmic Smoke by Bog Wizard.
Bog Wizard.
By
They're
Bog
the
Wizard.
best. Yeah.
And also you should go to their website and buy their merch because they're incredible. And supporting them helps support us, and even not supporting us, like supporting the indie creator scene is super swole and means that you are handsome or beautiful, or if like that doesn't matter to you, it means you're a good person.
They slipped in a bunch of extra stuff in my last order. This came a couple days ago, so
Me too. Yeah.
yeah.
See, I will eventually get my order from them. I've ordered like 3 vinyl, so I have to wait for their pressing.
I have some of that coming down the pipeline.
I got the 2-disc Swamp Golem that also comes with 5e stats for the Swamp Golem.
That's awesome. That's dope as hell.
I picked up a purple miasmic fog slip mat for your turntable.
Yeah, mine came.
I'm going to add that to my. I'm going to add that to my next foray. Like that's on my wish list next.
It is awesome. Yeah.
So if you're looking for us, you can go to Wanmoncast there in the middle, and you can find links to all of our shit. Yes, sir.
What day is today?
Today it's Charles's birthday. What a day for a birthday. Let's all have birthdays.
And many more.
It is Mr. Bernard's birthday.
Yep.
He is now 27 years old.
That's right. And planning to die this year. Keeping it real. Yeah. No, I think I've aged out of another demographic, which like awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
Keep it going. My credit score will just get better and better.
Jen wishes you a happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Bernard. You this show wouldn't be the same without you. We all love you intensely. And what I don't know if everyone knows, Charles handles the Juan Mon Twitter, the Manus Heart Press Twitter, the Manus Heart Games Twitter. He keeps me on my toes and helps me like keep my head on straight running the companies. So without him, we would be lost at sea. And we are extremely appreciative.
I'm like a wee little winged demon that follows John around.
Just spitting in my ear.
Yeah, kind of like the opposite of a cherub. Like, just...
Fuck you! Suck my balls!
Yeah.
Suck my balls! Get the video live!
Yeah. Get it done, fucker! Yeah, that's me. It's great.
Fight the cops! Um, um, uh, awesome. So okay, first, there's still time. There's still like 4 days to back Morkkabeans 1-1. Website's on the screen right now, tinyurl.com/Morkkabeans. It's if you like, obviously this is sort of based on the adventure we played tonight, sort of based on the Tower of Babel with a lot of other like biblical mythology thrown in there. But the overall adventure campaign supplement is based on the Maccabean revolt. And I hope, obviously, like this stuff melds with Mork Borg seamlessly.
Yeah,
it's
really
it's
does.
a beautiful meld. So please back that if you can, if you have the means. If you don't, totally get it. Share it with other people who might be into it. And on that note, you can find all of us and all the links to all of our shit at onemoncast.com. Just hit hosts, and it'll take you to a page with our bios and all of our links. You can find our books, you can find our Instagram, you can find everything we do. And obviously, if you're watching this on Twitch, hit follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe. Click the little bell thing that gives you notifications.
It's helpful.
It helps us expand our reach to an extreme amount, and we don't like the only way we grow is by word of mouth, so it's usually helpful.
I've heard that no one actually hits those buttons unless you say smash the subscribe button. It's like really obnoxiously.
Yeah.
Charles,
Just remember.
Now
Charles
I've got
sold
to
us.
crawl. Now I've got to crawl through the internet and kill you tonight. Regret.
I know. I was gonna say you just made Charles so angry.
What were you
This
saying,
is your
Kasky?
birthday curse.
I was just gonna say, just remember that the Chinese government keeps letting out bots disliking our videos.
That's
So
right.
true.
you've got to like our videos to keep the Chinese bots at bay. Otherwise, it's-
We got you your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
We have to do it for George Washington, or the Eagles won't freedom.
yeah.
Eagles are filthy scavengers, it turns out.
Yeah.
On that note, thank you
Otherwise,
everyone
what's the
for joining us on this mostly consensual journey. I dragged these 3 through it, but you joined us willingly. Thank you so much. That we call Wandering Monster. We will be back next week with more. I think we're doing more Zed Quest stuff, aren't we?
That is correct. So I'm trying to move things around to make sure people who have active Kickstarters right now get the spotlight they need. So the lineup is a little bit in flux, but that will be solidified soon just to make sure it prioritize things. And likewise, if you're listening to this now or in the future, if you would like us knuckleheads to promote yours by doing the blundering stress tests that we do, hit us up at onemonops@gmail.com.
Reach out.
Absolutely. And one last note before we actually head off. This weekend is my 11th anniversary to my wife, Desiree Baltisberger, who
Mazel tov.
is absolutely like, I don't want to mean to get all sentimental at the end, but I started this company when I didn't have a job, which is stupid. When I came to Desiree and I said, hey, I can't do sales anymore, I think I'm going to try and make it as a writer, she said, okay, I support you. And when I said, hey, I think we could do better as a publisher than half these publishers out here, she said, okay, let's try it. So my wife is absolutely the bedrock of support that has allowed me to be a writer, be a creator, and do this, even this that we're doing right now. She has helped me maintain and stay the course. So I love you,
Thank you,
Desiree.
Des.
And I just wanted to say that publicly.
Thanks, Des. Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back next week with another adventure. Thank God and Satan that Ian Servasa will be running the show that time, and you are mostly done with me. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Cheers.